Today we are reading Back to the Radiant Feldspar, a column authored by a travel influencer describing their journey aboard the Radiant Feldspar again. This is the first installment of the series. This issue's guest columnist, Kenny. A passionate travel writer and photographer, Kenny began writing full-time after toiling away in the media industry for decades. Representative works, The Eternal Radiant Feldspar, Taste of Lo-Fu. Boarding the Radiant Feldspar again was like reliving an old dream. 5 years ago, I was invited by chance to the Radiant Feldspar, where I met my wife. She and I are separated now, so returning to this airship once filled with fond memories of love unavoidably stirs up complicated emotions in me. When a friend from Alfalfa learned of my predicament, they invited me to stay on board for a while to have some fun and take my mind off things. As a travel writer, I then decided I would wield my pen and record my full experiences here. For regulars and new readers unfamiliar with the prestige of the Radiant Feldspar, allow me to explain. The Radiant Feldspar is no ordinary luxury cruise. She sails the skies of Penacony, shining bright as the most brilliant gem among the family's countless treasures. As far as I know, not only is guest access to the airship invite-only, but invitations are also granted based on a secretive set of criteria. Rumor has it that only celebrities are extended invitations. I've boarded many luxury cruises and starships over the years. Even so, I can safely say that none in the world can compare to the Radiant Feldspar. It was already late at night when I boarded the small vessel that would ferry me to the Radiant Feldspar. By the time I stepped foot on deck in the middle of the night, the faint glow of the stars was the only light I had to see by. Looking overboard into the depths below, a sea of floating clouds greeted my eyes. I was so tired by then, but there was no way that I was going to miss out on such breathtaking sights. I'm a regular when it comes to long-distance travel, and this trip didn't pose any more than the usual challenges. The biggest crux was no doubt physical discomfort. There was simply no avoiding the edema that came with atmospheric pressure shifts. Much to my chagrin, however, it was bad enough this time that I couldn't even take off my boots. How very embarrassing. A soothing massage sounded divine at this point, but it was late night. What were the chances that someone would be staffing the spa? To my surprise, an attendant informed me that the staff work in shifts on board. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, facilities are open around the clock. It was literally music to my ears. Dropping my luggage at record speed, I made a beeline for the spa for a much-needed massage. I'm no expert on the history of Penacony's art of massage, but what I can say with certainty is that Penaconian massage therapists are true professionals. Upon assessing my condition, the lead therapist determined that I was in no condition for a full body massage, instead arranging for a dry brushing session for me. The room they prepared was stocked with uniquely scented essential oils, notably collaboration products with the well-known local beverage brand Soul Glad. The oils absorbed easily into the skin, the process feeling as invigorating as an ice-cold bottle of Soul Glad on a hot day. After letting the oil soak in, they used a pair of exfoliating gloves to dry brush my body, kneading their way from my heels up to my calves. A mere few minutes later, the swelling had already gone down. Magic. Suppose you think life on board the Radiant Feldspar is only about Penacony sights. In that case, you'd no doubt overlook where her true charm lies. All those seemingly insignificant yet undeniably precious everyday moments. The Radiant Feldspar isn't just a luxury airship sailing above the clouds of Penacony. No, it's hearth and home with many a story to tell. I returned to my room a happy traveler and slept soundly through the night. By then, the attentive attendants had already delivered my luggage to the room, even laying out the sundries with meticulous care. Haha, I don't even get such treatment back home, I must say. The next morning, I was awakened by the faint sound of rhythmic running water arranged into a melodious tune outside my cabin. Later, I learned that this was the wake-up call service I had requested. Having grown up in a small agricultural town where farmers also started their day hearing such sounds, the wake-up call not only served its purpose of rousing me, but also brought back fond memories of childhood. Honestly, it was done in such a natural and personalized manner that it's hard to fathom how they even pulled it off. When I stepped outside, I saw Thomas, an elderly mechanic of the airship, giving the Radiant Feldspar's outdoor furniture a shower with his peculiar high-pressure water gun. This was exactly what the old farmers loved doing back home too, using their high-pressure water guns to hose down everything from furniture to even their own coats. It was doubtless a comedic yet especially heartwarming moment for me. When the attendant spotted me, they enthusiastically guided me to the restaurant for my first feast of the day. Breakfast, or should I say lunch. When I caught a whiff of the aroma wafting from the kitchen, it instantly conjured up pleasant memories of freshly made bread and cheese at the markets in my homeworld. Much like the farmers back home, Mary, my personal chef, is also a lady highly particular about ingredients and taste. She, along with several others, works miracles in this kitchen above the clouds. Indeed, one could hardly believe that every single table here has the privilege of having a personal chef cater specially to them. I even found out later that all the chefs on board were well-known cooks recruited from various worlds. Through their exceptional culinary skills, they blend flavors from different planetary cuisines, creating unforgettable gastronomic experiences for diners. That said, I still much prefer Pinnaconi's local fare, their signature dish. After breakfast, I decided to explore the deck. There are all sorts of rooms on board the airship, ranging from lounges to chess rooms. I was confident that I would find inspiration for a new book here, if I so wished. After enjoying a good meal and a nice stroll, I huddled up on a sofa in the lounge to indulge in a book. It was then that an attendant approached me to inquire if I would like to attend the concert that would be held in the evening. I agreed right away, expecting it to be like any other concert, not unlike the piano performance during breakfast. It was only when night fell that I realized just how much I had underestimated the Radiant Feldspar. In the next issue, I shall regale you with the tale of an enchanting concert. In the meantime, guess who I met there? Holidays in Vogue is published on the 1st of every month. Stay tuned for more.